Ever since I was a kid, I've been afraid of windows. I don't know if it was the way the light filtered into my room, or those moments when I thought I saw shadows moving across the glass. I could never explain it, until one night in my new house, I realized it wasn't just in my mind. I had recently moved into an old house on the outskirts of town, far from the noise and lights of the city. I loved the peace, the quiet, but that window in the bedroom felt different. It sat directly across from the bed and looked out onto a garden no one seemed to visit. The first few nights, I would wake up to soft noises, branches tapping the glass, maybe animals. But on the third night, something changed. That was the night I saw them. No, it wasn't a dream. It wasn't my imagination playing tricks. I opened my eyes, and there they were, two dark eyes staring at me through the window. They didn't blink. There was no light in them, just a deep, hollow darkness that froze me in place. I tried to move, but my body wouldn't respond, as if something had locked me in. Then the eyes vanished, just like that. I got up and walked to the window. Nothing, just the empty garden and the silent night. I convinced myself it had to be a trick of the light or a reflection, but the eyes came back. Every night, always around midnight. I tried not to look at them, but I could feel them watching me. The weight of that stare was unbearable. One day, I set up a camera to record overnight. I needed to prove to myself that it was all in my head. But when I watched the footage, my heart nearly stopped. Not only were the eyes clearly there, but behind them, faint and shifting, were shadowy figures, faceless, barely visible, flickering like dying flames behind the glass. And then they'd vanish the moment the camera lens caught them directly. I started digging into the house's history. Years ago, a family had mysteriously disappeared. No trace, no bodies, nothing. Some neighbors mentioned strange lights and shapes at that same bedroom window. The nights grew worse. The eyes were getting closer. One night, around 3 a.m., I heard a whisper, barely audible, right by my ear. "Don't look." I tried to resist. I shut my eyes. But fear has a way of taking control. And then, the last night, I finally decided to face whatever it was. I walked to the window. There were no eyes, no shadows, just my reflection. But then, I felt something behind me. A cold presence crawling down my spine. And a voice, not in my ears, but inside my head, said, "Now you're part of it." Since that night, I've never truly felt alone. Every time I pass by that window, I feel it watching, waiting. And if you ever see eyes staring at you from a dark window, don't look, because you might not just be the one being watched.